And joining us live right here on the channel is Mr. R. Madhavan, the Chairman and Managing Director. Good morning. Thank you for giving the first interview on your earnings to ET now. So let's get straight down to it. The bottom line, the profit after tax beat as higher other income negated the impact of increased provisioning. So is it just because of this one-off? What are the other levers as far as profit growth goes?
My revenue drivers, of course, was the last of the LCA FOC contract, and then we also had in the last moment some sale of the helicopters. So my revenue grew up this year, and on top of that, since we were not very sure about the manufacturing revenue, so my ROH, that is MRO revenues, also have increased. That has seen a jump, which is actually the one which you are seeing in my total revenues of 24,600 that we saw this year.
Mr. Madhavan, quick word on the margins, because your shareholders, the analyst community will all want to know about that. It's flat, but that has been the trend across earnings season. It's either flat or compressed margins. Can you give us any guidance for the new financial year? Is this the way the new financial year also going to be as far as margins go?
As of now, the volatility in the input prices has not really affected us, but going forward it might, because overall the increase in prices are much steeper than what we have accounted for. So as it stands, it's around 8% increases there on a year-to-year basis. But we should be taking care of that, because we have provisioned most of our material in advance, so the prices will hold for us. As far as the impact on my margins is concerned, you have seen that this year also margins have increased from 20 to around 20% impact, and we have maintained the same margin across from last year, and we hope that it will continue in the same fashion.
Right. Could you walk us through the company's current order backlog, and what does the total order book stand at? What are the targets that you've set for yourself?
The order book as of today, it stands around 82,160 crores. So, and we expect that it will increase, because there are a couple of orders pending for the ALH as well as LUH pending. So we think that this order book should go up. And there are a few orders on the engine front that is yet to be finalized. And next year should look good for us as far as the order book is concerned. And as far as the liquidation of the order is concerned, it's for the 82,000, which a major chunk of it is in LCA 1A contract. That will start getting liquidated from 2024 onwards.
Right. Could you also walk us through the order pipeline over the next 5 years, which actually looks very healthy? And also, what do marquee programs like, AMCA, IMRH, LCA, etc. offer in terms of order prospects over the next 5 years?
Both AMCA, AMCA as well as IMRH are not going to be there in the next 5 years, so we are not looking forward to that. But my order pipeline is in terms of immediately is in terms of ALH for another 25 numbers, LUH for more than 200 numbers, and around 150 numbers of LCH. These are the ones, and of course the HTT 40, which is my basic trainer, for 70 of which is under the RFQ stage. So we expect that also to come in quite fast enough, probably next year. All this should get finalized. So order pipeline is looking healthy, and it will continue to grow because of the fact that we continue to support the Su-30 fleet and other major fleets of Air Force. So my ROH pipeline also is looking strong.
Has there been any impact on your execution due to the Russia-Ukraine conflict at all?
As of now, no. And we don't expect it to impact very seriously, because now the payment pipelines also have opened out. So we expect the spares that we get from Russia will not get affected. And as far as the inventories are concerned, we had inventory to go take us around for about another 3 quarters. So we are quite well placed as far as Russian spares are concerned. Of course, the war has impacted in certain respects. In certain supply chains have not operated as we expected, but we think that we can get round that in the near future. With Atmanirbhar Bharat coming in, a lot of things are being indigenized. So we should not find that that the executions are affected because of the Russians, the supplies.
Okay. Mr. Madhavan, you recently inked a deal to make indigenous search and track systems for Su-30 MKI jets. Walk us through this deal and tell us a little bit more about your plans in defense.
This is one of our main part of the indigenization plan. So there are lots of such items and LRUs, what we call line replacement units, which we are now indigenizing. IRST was one of those LRUs that we are now indigenizing along with our partners. So that should see that the indigenous content of our aircrafts go up, and we have identified like that quite a few items with both DPSU as well as private partners where we are developing such LRUs. So this definitely improves my indigenous content and also reduces my dependence on foreign suppliers, which we have seen recently because of the war that can get disrupted very quickly, and we will be not in a position to deliver the aircraft if we are dependent on those supplies.
So Madhavan, before we let you go, can you update us at what's the cash position, what's the cash on the books, the cash utilization plan?
The cash that we have, it's basically because of advances for material procurement, so that we will be utilizing as the projects go on, especially the LCA. When the LCA, all the material procurement is due this year, so all the cash that we are holding will be adjusted against that. But we do have a healthy cash position because of payments coming on time this year, and we feel that this will ensure that my projects also run on time, because quite a bit of this we are using for design and development activities. So as the cash position is in good shape, so we will be hopefully going along with our projects, including the IMRH project, which is as of now we are planning to do under a SPV route. So but the design part of it is with HAL, so HAL will continue to do the design activities on that.
Okay, Ms. Madhavan, we're going to leave it at that. Thank you so much for joining us live and taking us to the fine print of HAL's earnings.